All right, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody, depending on when and where you're logging in from. And welcome to this Tron Chain presentation and team training. So my name is Andreas Cartut. For those of you who don't know me, I am the creator of this smart contract, and it is my pleasure to be here to introduce to you exactly what Tron Chain is about. Now, today is going to be a short and sweet presentation, and then I'm actually going to step off the hat as a creator and take the role as a leader, and we're going to have a team training and talk a little bit about, what drives this community. How can we actually make this grow? What can we implement? What kind of strategies can we implement and teach our teams? And what is the meaning of all of this? So we are in for a treat, guys. We are going to share the screen. We're going to have that short and sweet presentation, of course. So let me just get that done. Now, before we start out with the presentation, guys, let us just have a look at Tron Chain itself, because guys, this is amazing. As we know, we are 2 months and 5 days in, and we're crushing everything and every single record out there. We have 134,903 participants. That is active community members of Tron Chain that is receiving anything or something from this fund every single day. 135,000, just 97 people off. That, my friends, is an achievement worth an applaud, definitely. And not only that, guys, we have had close to $750 million TRX deposited into the Tron Chain contract. 725 million. We're on the verge of breaking 1 million TRX in deposits. We paid out, the community members already received close to 370 million TRX as support. How amazing isn't that? And it still leaves more than 321 million TRX in the fund, and it is every day, we're seeing it growing every day. Right now, we're of course seeing it stalling a little bit, 321, 22, 20, 21, 24, and that is the meaning of it. That is how it's supposed to be. A lot of people have said, I'm concerned because the amount withdrawn is further or more than the balance, but that's the whole point of it. I can't wait for the smart contract balance to be 320 and the amount withdrawn by members be 1 billion. That is the whole point of this fund and this community. As long as we grow strong as a community, my friends, we are at the best place possible. And we're going into the presentation to show you how strong and what we have in plan. Now, as we know, guys, Tron Chain is a DeFi support model, which is built on smart contract technology. It is by the people and is for the people. And it is by far the most transparent peer-to-peer decentralized support system in the world. Now, before we actually go into what Tron Chain is, I wanted to have a short overview of what a smart contract is. Because in order to understand the fairness, the trust, the transparency that Tron Chain is bringing, we also need to understand a smart contract. And a smart contract is a self-executing contract that has a program protocol to follow. It is deployed on the public blockchain, meaning it's fully transparent and automated. And a smart contract can store any kind of value and also execute any kind of transfers when the requirements of that specific contract has been met. Now, it also has the characteristics of being immutable, tamper-proof, scam-proof, fair, just, and fully transparent. And that is why we see that DeFi and smart contracts having such tremendous momentum at this time. Now, a smart contract acts strictly according to the pre-written rules of the contract. Nothing less, nothing more. It is 100% decentralized, meaning that there is no central point, such as a company or an authority in control of this contract. That also means it cannot be stopped, it cannot be shut down, and you cannot be banned from the program. There's nobody who controls it. This is a smart contract deployed on the public blockchain. And it has no limits to what a smart contract algorithm can do. It is only there to perform the action it has been programmed to do, and it does so when it has met the contract requirements. And it does so without the need of a third party or any human intervention. So this is why smart contracts now is the hottest thing on the market. And the hottest smart contract right now on the market is, of course, Tron Chain. And why is that? Well, it's because Tron Chain's smart contract has been designed to provide everyone with a DeFi support fund, which is fully based on the Tron blockchain and smart contract technology. Now, any participant can contribute TRX towards the community fund and support the Tron Chain community members. Now, by doing so, the contract code will be activated, and now the supporter will start to receive support back from the community members themselves. That's how easy and that's how Tron Chain works. Now, Tron Chain is 100% decentralized and a community-based project. That means there's no guarantee nor additional profits generated in this project. All that you receive from Tron Chain is received from other community members, as this is a peer-to-peer support model. Now, you support others and others support you. That is what we're meaning when we say it's a community-based project. Now, we can actually view Tron Chain as a decentralized third party, which will ensure fairness, transparency, and justice for all according to the algorithm code. There are no mediators, there are no intermediaries, no owners, no company, no CEO, and absolutely no human interaction, which is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners and partners' funds according to the rules of the smart contract. Now, how does Tron Chain work? Well, very, very simple. You can deposit TRX to the Tron Chain Community Fund, and you will now activate the contract code. 24 hours after, you will start to receive a 1% daily return. Now, you will receive this 1% every single day until 310% of your deposit has been received as support from the community. Now, the 310% support is received in 4 different ways. You have one which is completely passive, that is the 1% every single day. And then you have 3 optional by marketing. When the 310% support is received through any of the 4 ways, a new deposit must be made equal or greater to continue to receive from the fund. Now, the 4 ways is as following. We're going to go through them in details as well. We have the 1% daily return on your deposit. It goes for a maximum of 310 days, and it is 100% passive to all community members. Now, we also have a 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing the community fund. We also have a matching commission, which is based upon your partner's daily 1%. And there's a daily top sponsor pool, which goes by 3% of all deposits coming into Tron Chain. So let's have a look at that. Now, the 1% daily return, very straightforward. 1% of the amount given as support to the community fund will be given back daily to all users by the system algorithm up to the point when the maximum income limit of 310 is received. So suppose that you support the fund with 1,000 TRX. You can now receive 3,100 TRX back. Every 24 hours, you will receive 10 TRX until 310 days, or until you receive the maximum 310 limit through any of the other 3 ways, whichever is reached first. That means all 4 ways accumulates towards the 310 limit. Now, the direct commission is also very straightforward. It is 10%. It is awarded to the sponsor when a direct partner makes a deposit. It goes for the first deposit and any future redeposits that might happen. So let's say your partner deposits 1,000 TRX. You will now receive 100 TRX as your instant commission. And there are no limits to how many direct partners you can have. It is very simple. The more you do for this fund, the more you bring to this community, the more you will receive from this fund as well. And keep in mind, all commissions apply towards the 3.1 times limit. Now, the matching commission is the hidden gem in this entire compensation plan, and it is what makes this community grow so effectively, because people start to understand and realize the power and how we're leveraging this entire community to benefit from each other. Now, the matching commission is based upon your partner's 1% daily return. So we're all receiving a 1% every single day, and it's based upon our own deposit. Now, the matching that you will be awarded, if you are qualified to receive one, will be awarded every single time a downline partner makes a withdrawal of this 1% daily return. Now, the levels of matching is that you will receive, it will be based upon how many direct partners that you have personally sponsored. You will have 1 level added for each direct referral. Again, meaning the more you do for this community and this fund, the more you will receive. If you have 4 directs, you will receive a matching commission on all partners 4 levels down. If you have 10 directs, you will receive matching commission on all partners 10 levels down. If you have 15 or more, you will have 15 levels, and that's that's enough. Now, on all your direct partners, keep in mind, you can have unlimited partners on your front line. And on all your partners, you will receive a 30% match on their daily 1%. So when they make a withdrawal, whatever they have accumulated, if that's 1% or 3% or 10%, you will receive a 30% match on this. On all partners on your second, third, fourth, and fifth level, you'll receive a 10% match every single time someone makes a withdrawal. All partners on level 6 to 10, you'll have an 8% match. And on all partners on level 11 to 15, you have a 5% match. Now, as said, this is leveraging on a high level. And people are right now starting to really realize how powerful this compensation plan is for the long term. They're building themselves a long-term residual income based on a smart contract. That's what we all want. Now, the top sponsor pool goes by 3% of all deposits that's coming into Tron Chain. It is added to the daily top sponsor pool. Now, 10% of this pool is awarded to the top 4 sponsors of Tron volume every single day. So that means right now this pool is about 5 million Tron. Every single day, 500,000 Tron is being shared among the top 4 sponsors. What happens to the other 4.5 million? Well, the remaining 90% is now rolled over into the next day's pool, continuing to receive more of the 3% to increase those rewards. Now, the allocation of those 10% will be as following: 40%, 30, 20, and 10. That means that the top sponsor today or yesterday and the day before received more than 220,000 Tron TRX as a reward just for building this community. This is a high incentive for everyone and anyone to participate in. You do not want to you do not want to miss out on that one. Now, let's have a look at the minimum and the maximum deposit limit. This has been created in order to maximize the sustainability of this project. Now, the first deposit has a minimum deposit of 100 TRX all the way up to 100,000. Now, the second deposit needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 300,000 TRX. The third needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 900,000 TRX. And the fourth and any after needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 2 million. Now, this means that you can deposit any amount from 100 TRX up to 100,000 the first deposit. Whatever you choose to deposit, the next needs to be equal or greater. Now, the strategy for long term is, of course, that you always double your deposit. You always receive 310%, at 3.1 times. So if you put 2 times back, you're going to be still in profit. You're increasing your daily 1%, and you're building your daily residual income. We're going to get to this strategy a little bit later. Now, what's important to know is that the 2 million is the maximum amount that you can support the Tron Chain community at once, but you can do unlimited redeposits. That means once you completed a 310 cycle, you can make a new deposit again. The goal is for everyone to build themselves up to a 2 million deposit, making 20,000 TRX every single day from just a 1%. That is the goal. Now, let us have a look at the total distribution of the funds going into Tron Chain. There is a 5% platform fee that goes away. 3% is being added to the daily pool. 10% goes away instantly as a direct referral commission, while a total of 82% is stored in the contract and distributed through the daily 1%, including the matching bonuses. What does this really mean? It means that the contract of Tron Chain is acting as a pool of TRX. And 82% of your deposit, his deposit, her deposit, every single deposit coming into Tron Chain, 82% goes into the community pool. Every single member of Tron Chain is receiving from this community pool. That means that 82% of what I do goes towards the entire community. 82% of what you do goes towards the entire community. And 82% of what the entire community does goes towards you as well. This is a true community build. So, moving forward with the most important notes, as we know, Tron Chain is a community-based project, guys. We know that it is 100% decentralized, and we're doing peer-to-peer transactions through a smart contract. There is no CEO, there is no company, there is no additional being done. This is a decentralized smart contract which is run by the community. We want this to run. We enjoy this. We enjoy the support that we get and that we give. So if we want this to last, we of course need to maintain it. Now, when the 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning or receiving from any of the four ways. Why is it this way? Well, it's because no one can enter and just drain the fund. When you receive 310%, you have received what you're entitled to receive. If you want to receive more, well, then you support the fund again. You support the community once more so that you support the members that have entered behind you. This also eliminates the Ponzi that everybody's talking about. We have nothing called new members paying old. We always have old members coming in paying new. Now, minimum entry is 100 TRX. That's less than $3 right now, guys. It's open to all participants globally. No restrictions. All you need is a Tron wallet and a little bit of TRX. And the unique about Tron Chain is, of course, that there's no referrals required in order to receive. The 1% pays out daily to every single member, 100% passive. Out of the 132,000 members we have, 132,000 members have received from this fund. That, my friends, is unique. And even more unique is that they're all receiving every single day. That is the beauty and uniqueness of Tron Chain. Now, as we all know, of course, and the most important thing is that you can increase the speed of your returns by helping out to grow the community fund through marketing and sharing of Tron Chain. And why is this the most important thing? Well, it's because we are a community-based project. This is all sustained by the people that are around you, by the people that you work with, the community leaders, the leadership, the people that are sharing this opportunity with others, share the vision of having a decentralized community support fund that will be here for years and years to come. That is the people that are sustaining and maintaining this community right now and everything that's happening in it. 132,000 members we're already at, averaging about 3,000 to 3,500 new members every single day. A lot of people have increased their speed of their returns, I can tell you that. We have leaders and participants that are making 310% weekly. And that is just the beginning, my friends. Everyone here has the opportunity to build themselves a long-term, substantial residual income. And the beauty of this entire thing is, guys, at the admin, myself and my dev team is, of course, not just aiming. We are right now developing a complete ecosystem of DeFi services supporting the Tron Chain Community Fund. And that is what we're going to talk a little bit about now. For that, we are going to stop the share and have a picture for it as well. Now, I see that there has been a lot of talk or a lot of chat. I'm going to go through it later on. If you guys have any questions about the program, about Tron Chain, let me know in the chat box. I will go through it later on. Now, we will continue a little bit about the upcoming DeFi ecosystem, because what is important to know for each and every one of you is that the EclipCity, the team behind Tron Chain, we are developing an ecosystem of DeFi services, online banking, offline banking and crypto banking, online gaming, and much more. And why are we doing so? Well, we're doing so in order to complete a fully ecosystem that will support the Tron Chain Fund, that will add additional income streams. So it doesn't become just community-based. Community-based in all honor, yes, but we want this to be something that can last for decades and decades to come. Not just the next 6 months, next 9 months, or next 2 years, but years and years to come. So in the next coming weeks, guys, first and foremost, you will see, I'm not going to disclose the partnership yet, but we will have our own branded EclipCity debit card, which each and every one of you can obtain for, I don't know, a small price, I think maybe $15 or $20. It can convert Bitcoin, Ethereum, and it is the first crypto card that will convert Tron, TRX, to fiat currency. You can withdraw, you can swipe, you can spend it anywhere you want. It's a Visa card connected to more than 50 million places worldwide. Guys, this is a huge deal. I've been working on this for more than 7 weeks. It's finally done. Everything is written. We're just going through the final process of being audited by the bank. And once this is done, the unique about this partnership, guys, is that whatever card you're using today, you know, Virex, Crypto.com, I don't know what card there are. There's so many of them. You're paying a fee each and every single time you're using it. Every time you're topping it up, every time you're doing a transaction, every time you're doing a withdrawal, you're paying a fee to the card provider, right? Now, the beauty of the EclipCity debit card is that every single fee that's coming or being taken from that card will go back to EclipCity and will be added back into the Tron Chain Community Fund. Now, there we have the first residual and pretty large residual income that will be fueling Tron Chain. The more people that are using the debit card, the more you guys use it, the more you utilize your cryptocurrency, in all honesty, the more fees you pay to that card, the more money will go back into the Tron Chain Fund and will go back out to you guys so you can spend it again. That is creating and developing an ecosystem. That is increasing and maximizing sustainability. And I am super excited about the announcement of this. The partnership will be disclosed most likely next week. We're just finalizing everything, but I can tell you this much, that everything is sealed and dealed and the papers is signed. So we're just actually waiting for the audit to go through before I actually announce the official partnership and before we also bring on the CEO of this corporate to a call. And I can tell you this is a corporate that has been around for years, more than close to 4 years in the industry, and is one of the leading ones. So this is huge. Guys, we will have the first residual income coming into Tron Chain from an additional source, and that is through a crypto debit card. And the unique about this, as said, it is the first crypto card that is actually converting TRX to Fiat and Fiat to TRX. And why so? Well, I will disclose that as well, because we in EclipCity made an exclusive partnership adding TRX to their wallet. And that makes us eligible to receive not just from our community members, but we will receive transaction fees from every single global user at that corporate that are utilizing TRX. Another additional income stream to Tron Chain. So guys, we are on our way, and I cannot wait for each and one of you to have your own branded debit card. And keep in mind, the more you use that, the more you support the community. Why do you want to use Virex? Why do you want to use Crypto.com? Why do you want to have that when you can have your own branded EclipCity one? Now, other than that, we are also, as we all know, we've been talking about the EclipCity token. It will be EFT. I'm just gonna, this is just, I'm randomly talking a little bit to you guys to understand where we're heading right now. EFT, EclipCity Finance Token. This will be a DeFi token that will only be able to be, you will only be able to farm it through our own DeFi project in the spirit of yield finance, YFI. We are deploying our community token through a very unique model where you can only actually receive or get this by farming it. It will have added liquidity from day one, because why? Well, we have partners, well, I would call them whales, holding Bitcoin, that will provide liquidity to this because they see the potential of this project and what we're doing and all that we're doing with the community. So well, right now we're actually just playing a little bit around with the token. We're looking at how we can actually maximize the algorithm and code for everyone. There will be a very, very low supply for the EclipCity Finance token, probably 35,000, no more than that. And why? This will be a finance governance token for the entire EclipCity community. A governance token where you can vote upon upcoming projects. It will be a token where you can use on our also upcoming swap DeFi. We will have our own DEX exchange, similar to JustSwap or an analog of Uniswap, if you're familiar with that even further. Now, our own analog, of course, will be able to, anyone can add their token and liquidity to that. We will also help promote this token to the community. We will, of course, also have, there will be a lot coming, and our token will be able to be added as liquidity so that you can farm it, so that you can farm other tokens through that DEX exchange as well. And we're opening up the world of DeFi for each and every one of you to teach everyone how to actually utilize what you have and make your money work for you. And you know what? At the same time, you're now helping to generate an additional income to TRON CHAIN again. Because let's say that from the 100% that you're mining, 10% will go back to EclipCity, will be converted to TRX, and will be added into the TRON CHAIN fund. Now we will have lending platforms, oracles, derivatives, swaps, dexes. You know, we are deploying it all, and it will all be surrounded and supported through the EclipCity token. That will be the main governance. That will be the main community token. But for each and every single platform, like for example, the swap function, the analog of Uniswap, there will be their own token. Like Uniswap has Uni, or JustSwap has JST. There will be a DeFi token to each additional or each DeFi service that we deploy. But we're not deploying a service just to deploy it. No, we're deploying because we want to be able to conquer the DeFi market on Tron. Right now, it is more or less non-existing, or it's up and rising. A lot more people are now turning over to Tron, and we're going to make sure that we capture that entire market. So now you know a little bit more, guys, a little bit further how this will or what our plans are. So in the next couple of weeks, I do believe within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will hopefully see the start and of the issuance of the EclipCity debit card. We will also be, I believe within a week or 2, we will be playing around with the EclipCity token. As said, we are right now going through tokenomics to make sure that we have the best strategy. We're analyzing every single project on the market. Which way are they gone? Which way is, you know, which way do we want to go? What is the best possible way for us and the community and EclipCity in total to be able to do what we want to do? Create that financial ecosystem that is surrounding and supporting TRON CHAIN as a main community fund, which is fueling it, supporting millions of people around this world. So guys, there we go. If you have any questions, let them rip right now. I'm going to go through the chat a little bit quickly, and then we are going to see, is there a funnel for TRON CHAIN? Right now, there is not a funnel for TRON CHAIN. There will be an upcoming one very soon. Within 2 or 3 weeks, we will have a fully automated funnel for TRON CHAIN, just as we have now provided for CYBERCHAIN. The reason we provided for CYBERCHAIN is because ID1 of CYBERCHAIN is the income source that will fuel everything that we can do for TRON CHAIN as well, right? So once that is going on, you know, when ID1 is starting to make millions and millions of Tron, all of that will be going into TRON CHAIN and the marketing of TRON CHAIN. So we will have a fully automated funnel system, of course, as well for TRON CHAIN, but it will be about 2 or 3 weeks. Right now, we have 100% focus on, well, refund to the EtherChain members and DeFi on Tron, the EclipCity token, making sure that this is our next project. Because guys, we have the community right now. We have the projects we need in order to build and sustain this community. With TRON CHAIN and CYBERCHAIN working together, we have laid the foundation, phase 1. Everything that is now being done is being done to support the community that is building these 2 projects. Any DeFi platform, there won't be any MLM, but there will be hundreds of thousands of people from all around the world that are putting their crypto up in as collateral, as liquidity, staking and earning and mining. And guess what? A percentage of whatever they earn will go back to you guys, to TRON CHAIN, and fuel it. So that is the whole point. That is the whole idea of this. And that is what we're doing. All right, let me see here if we had some question marks or questions. All right, so the debit card, will it be a hard copy or a soft copy? It will actually, you can choose if you will have it in plastic or in metal. So it will actually be in both. You can have it in both. How will the tokens be earned? The tokens will be farmed. Now, we haven't really decided if we are going to allow a reward of this token through participation in our projects. Let's say, for example, when you make a deposit in Tron Chain, you might be, if you put 10,000 TRX in Tron Chain, you might get 0.1 EFT as a reward. Now, and with that, you put that into liquidity and you can start mining and farm your own. Or there will be, well, we have several different ways. We will be just discussing the details of that a little bit later. So, but rest assured, you will know in due time how you will get the token, and because it's our community token. Let me see, what else do we have? Can we have this recording? Absolutely, Earl. I'm uploading the recording on YouTube right after this, so it will be up in about an hour. We'll post it out in the groups, so please share with the community, share with everyone. It is important for everyone to really know what we're doing. I told you guys earlier or before the presentation that, you know, I'm going to take off the hat as a creator or whatever you guys see me as, and take on the hat as a leader, as a community leader, and talk about what is it that we need to do to make sure that we have Tron Chain here forever. Because we cannot just, all right, we cannot just rely on Andreas to make income to this fund, to make sure, for them to create everything. You know, we cannot just sit back and relax. We got to make sure that we do our part to support as well. And that is what we're doing right now. We need to build this community. It's community based. Yes, it is a passive income opportunity, but how do you think that people are getting their passive income? They're getting that from everyone that's active, that is actually building the community. The passive ones are sustaining a residual income for the active community, for the active ones over a longer period. While the active leaders and the builders and those that are helping us to build the community are the ones that are supporting us and sustaining the passive ones. So it's a win-win situation. But we cannot, never, ever, ever feel satisfied or feel satisfied. The day you start feeling satisfied with what you have done or what you're doing for the community, that's the day that it will start go bad. You will always need to strive to do better. That is something that I always do. I will never rest. I will never do less. I will always continue to do more. And why? Because it's needed. We always need to do that little bit of extra. The day that you feel satisfied with what you've done, the day that you think, oh, I can relax a little bit, that's the day you're done. You know, that's sorry, but that's the day you're done. You always need to stay on top of your game. And when it comes to Tron Chain, guys, if you enjoy Tron Chain, I love it. I enjoy it. That's why I created it, because I wanted something like this to work with. And I know that it is sustainable as long as the community does what it's supposed to do. That is why I also participate in the community, because I wanted to work with this. I wanted this to do this. And the day that I relax, the day that I sit down and say, yeah, someone else can do it, you know, that will never be a good day. And we need, the thing is, we're 132,000 members in the community. There can't be just one person leading them all. We need leaders to step up, to really take charge. I have one Zoom for Tron Chain every week, once a week, every single day. We should have 20, 30, 40 Zooms weekly of Tron Chain on different time zones, different countries, different languages. You as community leaders should be doing this. You should not be relying on anyone else to sustain Tron Chain for you. If you want Tron Chain to be here for the next years and decades to come that we're speaking of, well, make it happen. Take charge. Lead your team. Make Zooms. Do conference calls. You know, small meetings, table talks, conferences, events. COVID is restricting us a lot, yes. But you know what? There's people all around this world that are doing meetings of 30 and less, 49, 25, small meetings, conferences to present it, to do this. I'm doing this. Nigeria is doing this. United States, New Zealand, Australia, Germany, UK, they're all over. But you know what? We need more, because as the community grows, the leadership needs to grow with it. And who has been here the longest? Who has been here and who is building a team? I'm talking to you. If you feel responsibility for Tron Chain, if you feel responsibility for your team, if you want Tron Chain to be your income source for the years and years to come, guys, we need to step it up. We need to step it up, all of us, myself included. I will step it up. And that means more training, more individual Zoom calls. What I would like from each and every one of you guys is that I know that there's plenty of you who are doing Zooms already for your teams. And I applaud you for that. Thank you so much, because that is leadership taken to the next level. Guys, please invite me to your Zooms. Invite me to participate, to co-host, to attend, to be there for your teams. I can only do so much. One small act won't change a lot, but when it's multiplied by millions, it can move mountains. I've said this over and over again. My Zoom, yes, it does a lot in and out. We have 114 people out of the 132,000 we have. 114. So guys, you see what's needed? We need more exposure. We need more leadership. We need people to step up, to take action. If you don't know how to do it, at least bring people to these Zooms. Speak to people. You know, that is all you need. Who doesn't want to know about a community fund that pays 1% a day, that has the opportunity or has the potential to give you 30% a day, 50% a day, 100%, 300% a day, all depending on what you do. So guys, we all need to take it up one notch. And if you want to do, I mean, there are so many people that that are sitting right in front of me that I'm looking. I don't want to start mentioning names, that are really taking it to the next level. And I'm saying they're doing actually live Zooms every single day, 3 days a week, or some doing them every single day. Some are doing them every 3 days a week. Some are doing them, twice a week. They're having an open, there's a community in Brazil that has an open live Zoom 24 hours a day. The leaders are shifting on sitting on this Zoom so that anyone can actually jump on this Zoom and get any kind of help they want at any time. That is taking it to the next level. I'm just speaking of what can be done, because we all need to work as one. And I want to talk a little strategy here before we move on with the questions as well. Now, one strategy that each and every one of you can help do to increase the sustainability and maximize it even further than what it is, well, it should have been coded into the program from the beginning. But when you make a 310% return, you have received your initial and 210% profit. Now, the goal of each and every single member in this community of Tron Chain should be to build themselves a substantial income, daily income, that can support them for everything they need. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the 1%. The 1%. Everyone should go for aiming to build the 1% to be so high that they can actually live from it. That is the point of this whole thing. It's not about stacking accounts or, putting all of this and whatever this way, having 15 accounts and trying to take out as much as possible. No, it's about overall period, long term. Guys, we're looking at years and decades. If we build this the right way, the community itself, without any additional income stream, can sustain this for about 3 or 4 years. I've done the math, but it needs to be done correctly. The 1% is what we should be aiming for. The matching and everything else is just additional. When let's say that you go in with 10,000, you now receive a daily income of what? Well, 100 TRX. It's not much. That's not much. It's $3 a day. I don't think anyone can actually live on that. No one I know can. So what do we want to do? This is what they're receiving daily. Now, they will, from the 10,000, pull out 31, right? So what should they do? Well, they should keep 11 and they should put 20,000 the next time, double their amount. What happens? Well, now they are receiving 200 TRX daily. Now they're up to $6. Now, if it takes them 310 days to complete the 310, or if it takes them 3.5 hours to complete the 310, doesn't matter. It should double. They should work to build that daily 1%. And this is where it comes in to build a community as well. You really want to take part of that, because that's how you can speed this up tremendously. Now, you pull out 62, you keep 22, and you put 40 back in. Now you're having a daily of 400. And now you're up to, now it's starting to look a little bit better. You're almost up to $10 a day. But guys, do you see how this works? Now, if you're starting out at one point, the goal here is that for you to, over time, double that amount. 80. Now you're doing 800. 160. Now you got 1,600 TRX daily. Now we're suddenly starting to talk. That 1,600 TRX is, what's that? Let's see, what is it, $50? $30, $40? $40 a day. Every single day, just as the 1%. And you also have a lot of matching commission coming on top of that. But why do we want to do this? Because it helps increase and maximize the sustainability. Instead of someone putting 10,000 in, taking 31 out, put 10,000 in, 31 out, 10,000 in, 31 out, 10,000 in, 31, and keep going that way. You know, that's all about making as much as possible for themselves as quick as possible. That's not what this is about. This is about building a community fund that will be here for years and years to come. And the way to do so is to teach this strategy to your team. Imagine when they go past 320,000 in deposit, because they will get there. Because if they help build this community, if they help to share this, 10,000 becomes 31. They put 20 in. 20 becomes 62. They put 40 in. 40 becomes 124. They put 80 in. 80 becomes 240 something, 252. You know, they're making a ton of money, and they're keeping a good portion of it while they're still building their daily 1%. Now imagine if everyone was doing this, if everyone's aim was to double up and get to the 2 million mark, making 20,000 TRX daily. Who cannot sustain their life with a $500 daily residual income? Guys, the 1% is what we want to teach our team to go for. That is the daily residual income. Anything beyond that is a bonus, a matching. The matching and the direct is a bonus that comes upon that will complete your 310 quicker, that will allow you to increase your 1% quicker. That's how you make the money. If you want, if that's the secret, that's how you make the money. 10 in, 31 out, put 20, always double your amount. If you put 160 in, you still have 80,000 Tron in profits. You don't need 160,000 profit and then 80 back in. 160 profit, 80 back in. You want to build your 1%. You want to have the 2 million deposit. You want to have 20,000 residual income daily, including your matching bonus. And that is also what you want to teach your team to do. Now, as leaders and as team builders, guys, what does this do for you as well? Because guys, you're receiving matching bonus, right? You're receiving matching when they have a 10,000 deposit. You're receiving matching bonus on 1%, which is 300. When they make it 20,000, you double your income suddenly from that person. You're receiving matching on 200. 40, you double that again. 80, you double it again. If everyone doubles their deposit, everyone kind of doubles their income as well. Guys, this system is built that for a long period of time, people can build themselves this income, and it will only continue to increase and increase and increase. But the community needs to be able to sustain it as well. And how is that done? By sharing it, by growing it, by building the community and leading it and taking charge, stepping up as a community leader, because one man cannot do it all. As I said, one man cannot do it all. 10 people cannot do this. 100 leaders cannot do this himself. We need each and every one of you to take the responsibility that you feel is needed to be able to maintain this, to sustain this. Because guys, we have something unique. We have something truly unique here. And you know, with the debit card, with the added income from that, with the added income from the ecosystem of DeFi services, now all of this push of from the community itself is not entirely needed, but it is still wanted. Because how do we help the millions and millions of people that we want to help around this world? Well, we got to share with them the opportunity. We got to show them what we have and how they can be a part of this themselves, how they can support us and how they will be supported back from doing so. So guys, with that, let me see if there are any questions of this. Now, this strategy here is something that I hope everyone will, you know, embrace. Keep in mind, it's the 1%. That is what you're receiving on a daily basis. The matching bonus comes when your partners withdraw their daily income, but this is your daily income. That is what you want to be, you know, massive. All right, so let me see here. What do we have for questions? The recording will go out. Yes, absolutely. Is there a site where we can check the EclipCity that you mentioned? Yes, there is. EclipCity.io. I believe somebody already have posted it, I can guess. But EclipCity.io, that is the main site. We have now, let me just show that as well. We have added, let me see here. We have added a login, guys. So as you can see on the top here, you have EclipCity. You can see the total participants, new for the day, total turnover, then total earn. You have then a little bit of the what we're about, and then we have an FAQ. And in order to actually see more, you need to sign in. So we have a new sign in, and you just need to create your account using an click on create account, email address, create your password, confirm your password, and register. And then you will actually enter into the EclipCity site, and you will be able to view our projects, such as TRON CHAIN and CYBERCHAIN. You can be able to view the statistics of them. And this is also how you will be able to view every single projects that will be upcoming from the EclipCity team. So this is the EclipCity site, EclipCity.io. Make your login, sign up your account so that you have your account. It's important. All members should have an account on EclipCity. Let me stop the share here. Let me get back in. Let me see. Okay, how will we get the debit card? How to apply? Once everything is ready, there will be an application. There will be on the EclipCity site. You will be able to apply for the card, enter your details, and then it will be shipped towards you within 8 to 10 days, something like that. But this is details that will be coming once I actually do announce the partnership and all this. So all of these details regarding, you know, the cards and all of this will be coming in due time. Let me see here. Can we convert TRX to our EclipCity token, or we need Sun, USDT, MRK? Okay, you know, all these details are way too early. You know, there won't be. We will see. You know, no more details disclosed about that. Let me see what else we have. Please implement whatever you announce or say, because many creators don't do what they said. Yeah. Well, I believe that you can ask the community. Everything that I have said that we will be doing has been done, and it will continue to be done that way as well. What everyone needs to understand is that when it comes to partnerships that are, going through like a global debit card with Visa, or creating DeFi platforms with complex smart contracts. This is not done overnight. It's not something that happens this week just because I had that thought or that idea. This is a work in progress, but I can tell you that we are closer to the finish line than ever. And I have always completed what I've said I will do, and I will continue to do so as well. Let me see. All right, so there's a question here. There's a Babu who is continuously saying that the Tron chain balance is quickly falling down. It's quickly falling, and I cannot disagree more. And that is why I'm actually replying you, because you're spamming the whole goddamn chat. So let me just show you guys. I'm going to share the screen here again. Let us go back into Tron chain. So you're asking me, why is the Tron chain balance rapidly declining? So over the last 3 days, the Tron chain smart contract balance fund has gone down with approximately 3 million. You want to know why? It's been a weekend. It's been a weekend, and every single weekend, if you ever studied the contract balance and how the community works, and how many people that are coming into the community daily, you would see a whole different thing than you looking at the balance and you see that it drops maybe 1 day or 2 days and you freaking out. There's 21 million TRX in that community fund. Just over the past 24 hours, 16 million Tron has gone out, 15 million Tron has been deposited on a Sunday, my friend. So, and weekends are slow, but let us have a look at the balance, my friends. Now, is this a rapid, drastic decline over long term? This is 2 days. We had it at 326 millions. We're now at 322. So $4 million, or 4 million TRX in the last 2 days over a weekend. So please, before you start panicking and start causing FUD and creating a lot of concerns in the community, please learn to read the contract and learn to know that you do not determine the health of this balance by looking at it 1 day. You have to look at it over time of 2 weeks. And I got to tell you, honestly, there will be ups and downs. We have hit a target where we're now looking at, there's a lot going out, there's a lot coming in. We need the community to grow in order for that to be sustained. Hence, my off roll and on roll as a leader telling that, guys, if you want this to be sustained, you guys got to get to work as well. It is not a one-man job. I want to see you guys doing Zoom calls for your teams on a weekly basis. I want to see you guys doing trainings. I want to see you guys taking the responsibility to make sure that this goes on. It is not my responsibility alone. We are doing this as a community. So I can tell you that the balance will steadily continue to increase. It will go down again. It will be stalled at a certain point. It will go down. It will go back up because the community grows at a different rate. 3,000 members comes in during 1 day. But if those 3,000 is putting 100 TRX each, that's not a lot of money coming into the fund. The next day, 3,000 comes in. Now those 3,000 puts 10,000 each. Now you suddenly have a whole lot more. You cannot determine that balance or the health of the fund in that way. And as we know, we have a lot of these additional income streams coming to the fund. So what I and we should be doing is focusing 100% on building this community to sustain it, to grow it, because that is what's needed. And as these additional income streams are coming, we're maximizing and increasing the sustainability even further so that we can enjoy Tron Chain for years and decades to come. So that was about the balance. And I hope that everybody actually learns and how to look at it as well. If you want to look at the health of the balance, you got to look at how much is coming in over a 24, over a 48-hour period, and how much is going out over a 24 to a 48-hour period. If more is going out than coming in, and that is happening over a 2 weeks time, then you can start to say that the balance is dropping. There's something needs to be done. But if the balance goes down for 2 days, then it goes back up for 1 day, then it stalls for 1 day, goes down for 1 day, goes back up for 2 days, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. We're at a level where we're maintaining the fund. We're maintaining the growth. We're maintaining what's supposed to go out with what's going in. And nothing is better than that. All right, let's see here. Yeah, from Gary, exactly. Keep referring new people, keep building your team, and this can be long-term for years and years, and that is exactly true. Let me see here. Tron target next 6 months. That is not something that we are speculating on. You know, if it goes up or down, we don't care. We are accumulating TRX. And of course, you know, I see a lot of everybody here confirming and saying that, guys, do as the strategy says, you know, double your deposit. That is what I've been doing every single day. I started out with 10,000. I now have 160,000 in, making 1,600 TRX daily, guys. That is a big difference than making 100 or 1,000 daily. So guys, you know, let us unite as one. We got to teach this strategy to each and every one. We are responsible for this community. We are the one that drives the community. So let's do what's needed. Let's continue to build this. We have a lot of goodies coming up. And I said, guys, stay excited for the upcoming debit card, the DeFi service, the EclipCity token, and everything that we got going on. Let's make things happen. Together, we are changing things. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.